Namaste, beautiful gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyen. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. I am going to go ahead and get into this beautiful read. I'm calling some help. I'm calling air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yod-He Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. I want to give a shout out to all of my new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for choosing me as your oracle and your guide to navigate you through your spiritual journey. And I also want to thank my existing Patreons because I would not be here without you. So thank you. You're very instrumental also to my development of my journey. You guys, oh my God. I have been ascending like it's nobody's business. So many rites of passages, so many initiations in the spiritual realm. And I'm like really right now on a spiritual high. Seriously. It's like I have probably took ayahuasca right now. Because my DMT naturally is automatically activated because I spend a lot of time in meditation and in the higher realms. So I decided really not to do the reading the traditional way like I normally do it. I am in a good place right now where I am sitting. I didn't want to do it from my altar. I just wanted to keep the vibe of where I am. So I am going to just go ahead and do the reading. I couldn't get all the cards in the picture, you guys, and I'm sure that you're not going to trip on that. Okay, a reading is a reading. So therefore, I will still read the cards that you don't see, which are the very beginning, because I couldn't get it all in the screenshot, and I don't show all of my altar. I don't take pictures of my actual altar because, as you know, it is an altar and it is sacred. So without further ado, I'll get into the reading. Wait a second. Wait. I'm missing. Oh, you guys, thank you for the workings that you guys have done with me, the shamanic healings, and the progress reports are just phenomenal. Oh my God, I am so happy for everybody that are in reconciliation and back in union with your twin flame. Just to receive emails on a daily basis that my workings have helped you to come back into union means so much to me. So let's go ahead and get into this read. Grounding your reading, you have the Fool card. You guys are at the beginning of a new cycle. New cycles are beginning. You are having now a new cycle in love. This is a general reading. If you're looking for something more specific, please check out my description box as you are intuitively guided to choose something that best fits you. Back to the reading. The energy of the Fool is less than nothing, but it acts as a catalyst for all of us for change. And it brings in potential for everything. And it represents endless supply. So the person that you are in connection with, Divine Feminine, whether it's a soulmate or a twin flame, this person was a catalyst to open you up to unlimited possibilities of seeing yourself in a higher light and not limiting yourself to the social norms and constructs of society, and just to basically open up your shell and break you open. Your twin flame, if this is in reference to a twin flame, because as you know, I am reading for multiple people here, was that catalyst to your awakening, or your soulmate, for those that are in soulmate relationships and are in a soulmate connection. That person acted like a catalyst for you, and they were able to just break you open. Now, for both scenarios, you are in separation, and the separation is very heart-wrenching, very hurtful, very painful from both sides. Now, this energy that I'm feeling is more so for the twin flames, not soulmates. And soulmates normally don't stay apart that long. Twin flames, you can be apart for quite some time, provided that both of you are still in that process of needing to heal. But I do want to let you know that the wait is over. You're pretty much standing on top of the world now. And with the Fool is ready for the new beginning. The Fool is ready to meet the world and to face the world in a newer, transitional state of mind and looking at it from a higher perspective, because the Fool has been around the world and back and have seen a lot of things along the way, and you've picked up skill sets and tools that now you can implement for the rest of your journey that you had not had in times past. And so now you're able to traverse and move about on this journey, looking at your journey only as an echo. Mirroring back to you those things that were lacking and missing beforehand. Your next card is the Two of Cups. With the Two of Cups here, I'm getting feminine energy, Venus, and then Cancer energy. All right? It could be in your chart. It could be your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or your stellium. It can even be your Jupiter. But the point of the matter is this. This is a good sign, all right? Because this means the beginning of a new partnership, a new cycle in love. All relationships have their own cycles, okay? You, of course, are at the very beginning of your new cycle with your new partner. This person is now, whether they're speaking to you or not, whether you're in communication or not, they're now seeing you as their equal. They're now looking at this as a union, a partnership. For those of you that are in business with someone, or if you're single right now and you're just a sole proprietor of your business, someone is going to be joining you in business and they're going to collaborate with you. This could be someone that is just of business and nothing personal, or this could be your love interest who's going to join you in your enterprise. Take what resonates, because like I said, again, this is a general reading, but this is both a love reading and a business reading for this card. But whatever the case, going back to the union of love, you guys are going to start seeing eye to eye. I think in times past, you weren't able to really fully grasp each other's situations fully. And so there was discord. But where there was discord, there's now harmony being brought into the situation with two that deals with duality, polarities, and the opposites coming together. So, about the twin flame union, we know that we're not looking for our other half. We are our other half. I sent my twin flame yesterday a message and I said, I love you. I am you. Why? Because you have to see yourself already as being your twin flame. You are your twin flame. The other person is just a catalyst, okay? Really, in all honesty, if you guys start looking at it in this retrospect, that the other person is just a catalyst and they really have no bearings on your journey entirely, they're pretty much just like, okay, you guys are two magnets that are charged. One is a positive polarity, the other one is a negative polarity. Usually the divine masculine is the negative polarity and the divine feminine is the positive polarity. And if you infuse those two together, you have a great magnetism, right? So the law of attraction is the second law. It's called the law of attraction and rejection. How many times have your twin rejected you? Or how many times have you rejected parts of yourself, right? Okay, so this union is a great representation of the two. But once you have union within, then you can bridge heaven and earth and you can basically have union without. All right, so within, so without. What you do in the spiritual realm, 5D and above, is actualize and realize on the 3D plane. And so right now, this is the very beginning of that reunification of the souls coming together in the spiritual realm first, and the evidence of that reality being made known. Now, I do want to say that please, divine feminines and divine masculines too, weigh your words carefully, because whatever you speak out, even the Bible says that you will be held accountable. You are without excuse, okay? You can't just say something and just come back after, you weep the law of cause and effect and say, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Case in point, don't tell your divine counterpart or your soulmate, I don't want to be with you. And then they get into a relationship with someone else, and then you start wreaking havoc, and then you start going batshit crazy because you didn't let something come out your mouth that you can't take back. Words are like feathers. Once you release them, they can't return back. You can't undo the harm that was done. So weigh your words carefully. Make sure that you are bridging the subconscious and the conscious mind and making it one consciousness. Okay? Because that's what it's about, you guys. The Two of Cups is about unity, not only in the physical, in a relationship, but it's also about unity in the spiritual realm as well. Okay? Have unity within your mind. Have unity with your mind and your heart. And that's what this reading is all about. This is like the main theme of what I'm picking up as I'm channeling this reading, is the theme is unity. Unity not only on the physical, but unity most importantly has to be on the spiritual side, in the spiritual realm, first and foremost, before it can be seen and manifested on a physical plane of existence. Let's get to your next card. We have the Four of Cups. Okay, so you're standing the cups. I really feel like divine feminines, you guys collectively are in your emotions right now. Deep in your emotions, right? Because this is, again, Cancer energy, moon energy, lunar. Okay, very feminine, a very, very feminine card, but the masculine is here. The masculine is appearing on the card, 3 cups in front of him, 1 cup in the back of him. So this basically is symbolizing not seeing what's in front of your face, taking things for granted, being in that introspection, but you may be overanalyzing the situation. This could be for both divine masculine and divine feminine right now. This is about you needing to better your circumstances. Okay? This is probably you looking for greener grass, greener pastures. This could be about alchemizing and balancing your energies too, because 4 deals with the foundation. So you may, or your person may be seeing pretty much where they went wrong in your connection, or you may be looking at some of your weaknesses as well. But this is the rest and rejuvenation card. This is where you basically go back into yourself, go within, in the stillness, in the void. And in the back, you can see that the sun is bursting through the clouds. So this may not be a good moment for you or your partner right now as far as emotional stability. You may not be emotionally stable as you would like to be. This could be a pretty daunting time for both of you. As a matter of fact, I feel like you guys are mirroring each other so perfectly right now that you both are really in deep contemplation and you're in your emotions. You're full of emotions right now. And speaking of which, your next card is the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents that water energy. Pisces is what I'm pulling. It can also be Aquarius. I think 1/3 Aquarius, but take what resonates. So, in this Piscean energy, you're full of emotions. It also represents emotional maturity. This could represent either you or your person. But right now, the King of Cups is putting themselves in your shoes, or you may be putting yourself in your other person's shoes, and you're probably seeing a different picture now than once you were in times past, because I feel like in times past you were just probably just seeing things your own way. Or the flip side, your person that you're connected with, they were just seeing things their way, and everybody was just seeing it with tunnel vision, not really opening up emotionally because of emotional vulnerability. But the King of Cups is about emotional vulnerability, and this king does not wear a crown. He's wearing a circlet because that represents him being humble and putting himself in other people's shoes and basically putting himself on other people's levels, just like the Apostle Paul said in the Bible, I become all things to all people. You or your person, or a combination of both, are now seeing things the other person's way. You're seeing it from their perspective. You're starting to understand and understand the rhymes and the reasons of why they reacted or acted. You're looking at their actions and inactions, and you're basically taking all of this and putting it in your mental Rolodex, and you're bringing it out of the files for review. You're reviewing how you responded, how you reacted, and how you could have approached it way differently than what you did. Your person is doing the same. They're doing that same accumulation of these files, and they're putting it upon their desk, and they're reviewing these files, and they're looking at certain situations and events that had transpired between the two of you, and how they could have circumvented, and how they could have stood their ground and spoke their truth, and you guys would have had a different eventuality and outcome. But now, this energy that I'm feeling is about the King of Cups wanting to come forward and wanting to share the emotional responsibility of this situation and wanting to pour in your cup, because the King of Cups is realizing that the cup that he is carrying is empty and that it needs to be filled. It needs to be filled up. And the King of Cups knows that he can't just go to any suitor to have them pour into that cup, because of the connection, and the type of connection that you two have is a very spiritual one. You guys are on each other's minds. You guys are in each other's thought processes, and this person just cannot shake you. This is about a person still being in love. This is about a person finally realizing their love and how deep that love runs. Love runs deep like still waters is what I'm hearing. This person is submerged in your love. This person is submerged in their thoughts about you, and you could be submerged within your thought process about this person. Take what resonates. Your next card is the Six of Coins, or excuse me, the Four of Coins. No, Nine of Coins, sorry. This is definitely feminine energy. There's a woman on the card. This is the Nine of Pentacles in the original tarot. But this is Virgo energy. Take what resonates. Remember again that it can be somewhere in your natal chart. It doesn't have to be your sun sign or your partners. With this is about coming out of your shell. This is more for divine feminine, okay? I feel like a lot of you divine feminine have been very standoffish when it comes to love, and that You have accumulated this peace that you do not want anyone to shake or to awaken back up in you or to disturb your love. Okay? You have worked so hard to maintain this level of peace in order in your life that you're like, I'd be damned if I just let anybody come into my life. I'd be damned if I just let anybody come in and ruin what I've worked so hard to maintain and what I worked so hard to build. And it's apparent that you built this on your own. You had no help from the outside. A lot of you are experiencing abundance and prosperity and wealth. Some of you are just in a spiritual sense wealthy and have abundance spiritually. Okay, take what resonates. But this is talking about not being so stern and overbearing to where you're not allowing for love to come in because of what you have accomplished on your own. It is now time for you to open up and to share the love. This is what I'm hearing from spirit. Open up and share the love. However that may look. You guys, don't be so narrow-minded that you're blocking out all suitors, you're blocking out all opportunities because you're waiting on this one thing or this one person. No. In the meantime, in between time, Spirit is telling you to live your life. You are now in the Nine of Wands. You haven't been living your life. You've been basically carrying all these irons in the fire of yourself from other people. I feel like you've been taking on their responsibilities. You've been shouldering their responsibilities, and you have been carrying your own weight in the weight of this relationship. It is now time for you to come out of your shell, for one. We know that you worked very hard on what you've accomplished because the Nine of Coins definitely solidifies that and it confirms that. But it's time for you to release all the pain of the past. We know that you've had your ups and downs, your highs and lows, but they're over now. This is what the Nine of Wands represents. All of that is behind you. It's time for you to put down your defense and your guards and bring yourself into a place to where you can be open, because I feel like if not, you're going to drive away the opportunities that are going to present themselves, and you do not want to grieve your union. This is what you really have worked so hard at this point to accomplish. Again, we have a lot of moon energy here, and then we have Aries, okay? Very passionate, very strong, very determined. You have a strong determination to accomplish what you set out to accomplish, but don't be so overbearing to where even if someone else comes along the way that wants to help you carry these wands, that you don't still say, well, I've been carrying these wands all this long by myself. I don't need your help. So again, this is about emotional freedom and liberation and freeing yourself. So it's time to open up to that possibility, okay? Then you have the 10 of Swords. All right, so this is about the end of a relationship. It could be an end of a toxic relationship. Take what resonates. It could be the end of you self-sabotaging yourself. It could be the end of a lot of things that no longer serve you. But this is about, more important, the imbalance of mind and heart. It is time for you to have your mind over heart and to be able to stand in your core, in your center, and to make better decisions. We can't go back and change what has happened in the past. The past has already happened, right? But our way forward is now before us. This is feminine energy, and this is Aquarius energy. It's about taking those lemons that were thrown at you in life and turning it into lemonade. This is really a good omen. In most decks, it's like a bad omen, But in this deck, it's a good omen because it's opening you up to a new chapter. A new chapter begins and a new cycle in love is starting for you and your love interest. Okay. Now, I clarified the Ten of Swords because I wanted to know, Divine Feminines, why are you in the Ten of Swords? I've been saying Divine Masculine in the Ten of Swords for so long, but I wanted to know, collectively speaking, why Divine Feminine was in the Ten of Swords. And it basically was clarified by the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. The Hermit, it represents a person that is in a self-imposed isolation. Being there could be a mental escapism. You can be there to recharge your battery spiritually. And that's what I'm feeling for a lot of you. That's what I'm doing. I'm recharging my battery spiritually because it's helping me to gain clarity. It's also helping Divine Feminine to gain clarity and the much needed awareness that she needs in reference to this current situation that she's undergoing. The Hermit is a very wise man. As you can see on the card, he has a long beard. That means he's been in this isolation for a long time. And not only is he recharging his spiritual batteries, but he's also recharging his social batteries. So you may not be in communication with a lot of people right now. You're just really in that deep introspection. And in this introspection, you're bridging your subconscious and your conscious mind and making them one. And again, it goes back to that unity consciousness. You already know there's much to gain. And you're not forcing any relationships outside of you. But you're more focused on that internal relationship with you and your beloved. You know the beloved is source. And you know that everything comes back full circle. And that you don't have to really do any more work on the outside. I think that you've come to that realization now, that the work that is done and needs to be done is more of a spiritual endeavor than it is of a physical one. Your last card for your reading is the Knight of Coins. This is both Taurus and Aries energy. All right. Taurus is more of a slow and steady energy. So there's a perfect balance between the two. The Aries is just ready to just charge forward. Okay. The Knight of Coins is ready to do whatever it takes and to be in the situation with the Taurus energy for the long haul. This represents you and your person. You and your person have been working on this endeavor for quite some time. And I think you both have come into a space where you're now in this same space. You're occupying this same space, figuratively speaking, where you're holding the reality and you're holding the space open for the opportunity for both of you to come together and to work together. This is about teamwork. This is about charging ahead. This is about projects coming. The project that you guys are working on is the union. For those of you in business, this would be a project and an endeavor. This is a perfect time for you to come together with a partner. And you will be successful because this card represents success and victory on a long-standing project. Okay? This is definitely fire energy. But also it could be earth because of the Taurus energy that is here. I feel like it's more earth energy more than anything because coins deal with the physical plane of existence, which represents the earth. But there is a little bit of fire here too, which is represented by the Aries. The Aries is basically the daredevils of the zodiac sign, and they're ready to take charge. They're ready to take the lead. And I feel like for Divine Feminines, this represents definitely the energy that your Divine Masculines are in. They're ready to take charge now, and they're ready to start this new cycle of love with you. And I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading. I will also do an extended version as well for those of you that are interested.